stage and no. If I hate math and I tell myself, I'm trying to train my mind. No, love math, don't hate math, 100 times. Then do I start loving math? It doesn't work that way, right? Mind is the most challenging and the most trickiest thing to control, right? You tell something, it does something. That's what the mind does. You can even train a lion to make it do what you want to do, but you cannot train your own minds. It's so difficult. You know, if I tell you don't think of a red monkey for the next 10 minutes, and then you start doing something else, but your mind will keep thinking of the red monkey. You can try this at home. Go home, kids, just say, I'm not going to think of red monkey for the next half an hour, and then you go to your homework or do whatever, and then your mind is always going to think of the red monkey. So whatever you say, it's going to do the opposite. That's how the mind behaves. That's its nature. You still think that? Okay, so that's how the mind is. So I have to control, I have to take care of these negative emotions. That's stopping me from doing my regular day-to-day activities, my studies, my robotics or whatever. So what do? I have a way, I found a way which worked for me and it worked for many others too. Do you want to know that? Yes? It's called yoga. It's called yoga. You heard of the word yoga, right? And many of you would have seen people do stretches and physical exercises, and we think that's what yoga is, but that's not what yoga is all about. Yoga is that and much more, right? Yoga is that and much more. So what does yoga actually mean? The dictionary meaning for yoga is union. Yoga means union. So union means bringing things together, right? That's what union means. So what is this yoga going to bring together? It's going to bring together the mind and the body. That's what yoga is going to do. It's going to bring together your mind and the body. It's going to bring these together in harmony, in balance. And that's what we need, right? So let's say you're doing these physical exercises, yoga, physical stretches. What does that do? That strengthens your muscles and your joints. So let's say if I want to climb up 100 stairs, I tell my body and it does it for me, right? If you practice these physical stretches, you can do all these. In the same way, if I practice the mental tricks, what yoga gives me on the mental aspect, the mind will do whatever I want the mind to do. It's as easy as it is. And the good part is, it's not as difficult as the physical stretches. The mind exercises are so very, 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 very easy. Right? All kids can do it. You know what? There are two tricks. Number one, one is breathing. Do we all breathe? Yes, we all breathe. But do we realize that we are breathing? We don't even realize. That's the thing we take for granted. We cannot live without breathing, but that's the thing we take for granted. We don't even realize we are breathing. If you can focus on your breathing and put some awareness into your breathing, then that's going to do miracles. It might sound very simple and maybe you don't believe it, but it will make miracles. Just put some awareness into your breathing. Like, you know, there's pencil shavings on the table, and how do you blow it off? Just blow it off, right? So the same breath, you're going to use this breath and blow away the stress from your mind. That's what the breath does, right? And then the next thing is meditation. You would have heard of meditation. Don't be afraid. Meditation is not anything that's very difficult to do. Meditation is just doing nothing. It's just doing nothing. You know, there are days where you feel very lazy. You just want to lie on the couch. You don't want to do anything. That's what meditation is. Meditation is doing nothing. So two tricks. One is breathing, which we already do. And the other one is doing nothing, which we all love to do. Especially moms here. Wish you get some time to do nothing. So that's what, these are the two tricks, right? Cool, isn't it? Breathing and just doing nothing. If these two things can take care of my stress, then why not do it? Right? Yeah, so I've been doing meditation for the past 21 years now, so I know. So you can believe me, right? So these two things, if you do it to take care of your stress, and when your mind is stress-free, you can focus. Children especially, you can focus, right? You can focus on your study. You read a paragraph, half the way you're stuck. You cannot proceed further because you can't understand, because there's no focus. And when the mind is free of stress, you can focus. You can think clearly. You're doing robotics, you're doing programming, you're doing math. You can think clearly. When the mind is stress-free, you can think clearly. And then another thing that the yoga does is it brings out all the hidden talents in us. We have so many hidden talents that we do not know. Each and every one here we have a bundle of talents within us which we do not know. The reason is because our mind is full of stress. The talents are not able to come out. So free your mind from the stress and see, one may not be good at math, but the person may be an expert in music. You may not be good in science, but you will be an awesome writer, awesome painter. You know, you have so many talents. That's what yoga does. It brings out the talents within you. Right? And the last thing is, your stress is gone, you're happy, and so you always have a smile on your face. Right? Yes?
Yes.
So that's what it does, just breathing and just doing nothing. Okay? So if we have maybe 1 or 2 minutes, we can just try a breathing if you're okay. Especially for, I'm not going to teach you anything, just a simple breathing, what you're doing now, you're breathing in and breathing out, but we're going to see how to just focus and bring some awareness into breathing and see how it helps. Can we do that? Okay. So I'll tell you what to do. People who are standing, that's fine, you can still do. To people who are sitting, you just put both your palms on your laps and the palm facing up.